This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so first thing which I'm going to teach you, and that is SonarQube. So SonarQube I'll cover today. Now, after that, I'll teach you Maven also, and then Gradle. So we'll try to learn three tools. Let's get started with SonarQube. So as part of SonarQube, I'm going to tell you what is SonarQube, why do we need it, how to install SonarQube, and how do we use it. So these are the things we are going to cover. So what is SonarQube? So SonarQube is basically, if you see that, you know, it's a tool for, programmers. So here you say quality management management tool. Now this is the quality management tool. So now when I say tool, that means what? Tools means this should save cost, right? It should save, improve, save time, right? Save time and improve the quality of work. Quality of work. So this is something which will do that. So now the question is how the SonarQube will save cost. So remember that SonarQube will help you to improve the quality. Now question is which quality then? Which quality? So here we are talking about the two quality, code quality, okay, and test quality. Code quality and test quality. That means we are going to improve the test code quality for the developer, for dev team, and test quality for QA team. That means how better they are doing the testing, how better the programmers are doing the coding. So here, if you focus on the code quality and test quality, of course it will save cost, right? You have to spend less time on a bug fixing, right? If the good code quality is there, so less time on the bug fixing. Same time, saving time means you can do the release faster, and if you have a less issues in the code actually. So those are the things it can be done. So SonarQube will help you to manage your quality, and this is the tool so which will save you cost, time, and improve the quality of software. Now management means what? So managing reports, so quality reports, that is something which you do. Quality reports is being managed by SonarQube only. Now what next? Managed by rules managed by quality profiles, okay. Quality profiles, quality gates, you know uh, issues, code issues. Here you manage all this stuff. You can also manage the users and access and all. So management in this context, okay. So let me store this in a desktop. So management in this context, okay. So now the question is what is quality? So yes, code quality for the development and test quality for QA. So in this session we are focusing on the code quality. Now question is what is code quality? How do we get the code quality data? Whether the how this get to know the quality of the code is good or not? How do you know? So there are two process we follow typically. Peer code review, that means you will write a code and your senior will review and provide the feedback on it. That is challenges which we had multiple times. Sometime it never worked out because of many reasons and all. So we had a peer code review. second one Second one we have is static code review. Static code review. So what is the static code review? So in this static code review, basically we will use the code to review code. Yes, there are many codes has been written to review the code, but this code we call it a rule. Okay, so rule to review the code. Okay, so this code we have which will check the code, and this we call it rules. But one rule is for one check, so you have multiple rules to review the codes. and this rules we put it in one name, we call it a tool. Okay, so static code analysis tool. Okay, so that means tool we have a multiple rules, and each rules will review one scenarios of the code. So that is a static code review. So now if I go to Google and find out which are the static code analysis tool we have, analysis tool we have. So this is depends on the programming language. Okay, this is depends on programming language. So if you see that this page, okay, see so many static code analysis tools we have. The tools which has a hell lot of rules as per the programming languages, hundreds of which. So you can go for some of them are like popular here. You see Java based tool, check style, Eclipse, find bugs. These are the some of the free tool, but some of the tools are paid also. This is a proprietary, for example. If you want to go for PHP, here, let's go for PHP. See here, these are the tools which we have PHP also. Okay, so so this basically, so many tools are there which will help you to do the code quality review. Are you okay with it? Any questions so far? Any questions so far? Okay, so what we discuss, what is SonarQube? SonarQube is a quality management tool, means what quality? So it's a code quality and test quality. What kind of management? So it will manage your code issues, whatever the code you have issues, quality reports and rules. Now, what is this quality profiles, quality gates and users? I'll talk about later. But rules is something like a code itself, which will review the code, and quality reports and code issues. So basically here, this is developed in Java. So the moment you say develop in Java, you know that any Java product requires JRE to run and Java need to be installed. So you know that. They have a multiple release actually. So one of the release which you call it as community version, which is free. Developer editions also we have it, which is paid, and then we have this one, community edition, developer edition, enterprise editions. The offerings they do that. So enterprise and developers are paid actually. So if you want to compare the difference between all these things, SonarQube download, just put it up here, and here you see community edition, which is free, developer edition, enterprise edition. So these are the three different types of release we have. Out of which developer is paid, enterprise is paid actually, community I'm teaching you right now. Okay, so now this is from the company which is called Sonar Source. Okay, so the company who developed this particular product is Sonar Source actually. Okay, so this is something which we have. So guys, any questions on this SonarQube? What is SonarQube and why do we need it? Why do we need it? Okay, so next question is how SonarQube works. That is important. How SonarQube works. So we need to understand this one very carefully because this is the demo which I'm going to show you. So first thing what happens, you will interact with SonarQube. SonarQube. This is you architecture, and here you will interact with SonarQube and SonarQube running on the database. Now this database is all the RDBMS which you have it except the MySQL. So that means SonarQube support this one MS SQL, Oracle, PostgreSQL, H2, Orient DB and all many things it support actually. So this is something which is supported. So now in this SonarQube, the software which you have, what we can find out. So in the SonarQube here, it's a Java website, Java based website. So you find web layer plus Elasticsearch also you'll get it, and some of the Java code actually you get it. So it's a Java based applications. Now this DB can be anything, but in a free trial we have a Orient DB, so which is being used. So this is something which you get it. So SonarQube architecture used to say this SonarQube architecture. Okay, so this has been developed. So this is the web front you will access. The web front you will access on the 9000 port actually. Okay, and Elasticsearch and Java component is inbuilt. So now how it works. So for this, you need to understand this image. So let me show you. So here, if you see, this is a SonarQube server. Okay. And now this is your developer machines. And here, now if you see, this is the developer machines and this is server. Now server, we have a primarily three part. Okay. If you see here, this is the database. And here we have a website. Okay, when you install the server, you get a website also, web 9000 port. And here server, we have all the rules. That's important. Few more things are there, but that is not important for time being. Okay, so now where is the code? The code which can be in Java, PHP, or whatever it is. So code you have in the laptop, and this is you. Okay, and you are working on this developer machines. So this is the code, and the rules are here. So theoretically speaking, this rules has to run on the code, right? Then only you get the quality reports, whether the good code or bad code, right? So this, because rules only check the code, right, for reviewing in this static code analysis tool. So what do we do in this case? So in this case, we have one component which is there in laptop, which is called scanner. Okay, this is scanner. Okay, so scanner, what happens the moment you run the scanner on the source code? Okay, the scanner knows where is the my server, and they download the rules, apply the rules on the code. Okay, and generate a reports. This reports, okay, getting stored in the database timely fashion, and then history of the records you can get it here, and then you can find out who's the person who's writing a good code, what is the sorry, who's the person who's writing a bad code, what is a bad code, why this is a bad code, how to fix it, and when it was introduced, all this thing, blah blah blah. So remember that again, I'm repeating, there is a source code, there's a scanner, source, you run the scanner on the code, scanner will download the rules from the SonarQube server. Okay, apply on the code, reports will be generated, stored in the database for historical saving, and from the database you can see on the website, and other people will come to see, okay, what is the problem. Did you understand, all of you? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is something, it works. I'll share this image after some time. So now what next? So we have to install. So we can say uh, how to install SonarQube. Okay. So basically all the tutorials you can find already, you know that where to find my tutorials. For example, if you are looking for certain things, come to this place and just type SonarQube and install. For example, just write a SonarQube also, it will come. So here it is, SonarQube installations and configurations. Let's say SonarQube workflow here. This is you can just, yeah. So installations, here you have many other tutorials you see. Okay, all this thing here you have it. Okay, fundamental demo also and many things. So this will install. So Java is required, Java 17 mind it, and these are the commands to install it and know the status. And if you want to install in Linux, this you can follow. Containers, this you can follow. And how to access to 9000 port, username and default password. So this thing has been shared, so you can anyways get it, but I'll show you the demo anyways. So I'm going to create one Ubuntu machines for this demo. SonarQube Ubuntu, I'll go for 20 version, and RAM I need little bit higher. Why? Because I don't want to waste my time waiting for this, because it's a session. And keys, and I'm opening all the ports actually. Default 30 GB hard disk is sufficient for it. Disk is sufficient, one machines, and launch. Okay, so now here I got this machines. Now I'm going to log in into that. So I have a key already for this machines. So let me locate the key, and here it is. Click open, open. So this is my putty session. Just wait for it. It's a new server, so it will take some time. Username is Ubuntu. Password is not required because key I have given it already. Now let me improve the view so you can see the things better. Yeah. So is it visible now? Hello? Is it visible?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now you must remember that this SonarQube you cannot run as a root user, mind it, or sudo user cannot. You have to make a normal user only. Okay. So that is important. Now, so that is one thing. So I'm not being a root user, sudo and all is not required. So the prerequisite was Java, right? Java was a prerequisite. So what to do? So let me install Java 17, install Java, install DevOps School. All the tutorials you have written already, you know that. So hit it. This is the tutorial for Java install. Which version? So 17 version. So here this will install. So this will take few seconds because this is heavy server. So that's not a problem. Done. And finally, I'm going to run this. Done. And Java version, clear the screen, and it's done. 17. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to download the package. Here it is. So click on it, and it has given you the URL. You can copy this URL. Where is that? I have to go to the download and get the URL. Copy URL. wget download this zip file. Okay, done. So now I got the zip file, and I'm going to unzip this guy. SonarQube. Unzip is not there, so let me install it. Now I'm going to unzip, and finally this is a package which you got it after Java. Go into this, go to the bin directory, and this Linux operating system, right? Linux, and clear the screen. Now sonar.sh start. That's all. So this directory is started. Now you can check this also, it's started or not, running or not. So it's running. So the which port I said it will be uh, accessible. So 9000 port, right? So let's go and access the 9000 port. Yeah, so it's taking few seconds. Just wait for it. Okay, so default username is admin and admin, enter. You have to change this to something else. So admin to admin123, admin123. And now this is your SonarQube server. Okay, so if you look at this image, this part is done. Now we need to get a code and scanner. These two things you have to get it, right? So code and scanner you have to get it in the laptop. So I have a few sample code just for the demo, and this code you can find it at this place. Let me share with you. Uh, so go for this one. Here it is, and this is a repository, and search for Sonar. So here this code is sufficient for the demo. By the way, you can use any code as such. Here it is needed. Now this is stuff code I needed, so I will clone it. This code I will clone it. By the way, this property file you have to spend some time, because this property file need to be there when you are running the scanner on the source code. So every source code you should have this property file. What is that? So it's nothing great. It is just a key, name of the project, version of the code, where is the source directory, and SonarQube server username and password, which language, and few more information. So this has to be created in the source code locations. Okay, and source directory is here, src. Now look at this, only two Java files are there, because the more you add it, the scanning time will be more. In this session, we don't want to drag this. So that is okay. So now this code I have already downloaded. Typically my favorite location is C drive. C drive, and there's one directory I have created, tools. And you see all these tools are, you can find it here. Out of which one directory which I created, SonarQube code. Okay. So this code, I have it here already. Okay. And so here also we have it, but that's okay. So SonarQube code, I am having this code here. This is the cloned code actually, mind it. So .java is not, .git is not showing. So let me show the hidden items. See here, it's a repository. So you should always clone it. Why? Because scanner, the one which you run it, it check the history. Mind it. Who is the person who is writing a bad code? How do you know? Only if you read the history of the commit, right? So it should be repository, then it's a fun. So now that is, I got it, cloned it. Now how do we get a scanner? So I will just click on, go to the Google and just type SonarQube scanner here. And these are the scanners you have. Now look at this here. This you need to understand the scanning here. So see this scanner for Gradle, .NET, Maven, Azure DevOps, Jenkins, Ant. So these are the build tool or CI tool, most of which we have not covered. So which one I'm covering? This is the command line CLI. That means I'm running the scanner CLI on the source code. Okay, so this we will go for it, this demo. In the Maven, you can use Maven. Jenkins, you should use it. Actually, I'll show you the demo for this. And Gradle also you have it. So multiple options are there. Basically, these all are jar files only. Mind it. It's a scanner is a jar files. Okay, but put it packaged in a different way, so these tools can be supported. Okay, so this scanner is nothing but a jar file, because Java code, right? SonarQube is developed in Java. So likewise. So where do you scan it? So if you go to this website, click on this, already there. Here Linux scanner, Windows, Mac, and other. So Windows Scanner, if you click, and you'll get a 1 zip file. See, 1 zip file is coming. So I have already downloaded. Let me cancel this. I have already downloaded. Where is that? So I think you got the pattern here, scanner. And this scanner, I have it already. So let me do one thing, little bit organizations, CLI, and this one should be there. This is the download, okay? And this is the .NET. So now you have a CLI and .NET. So I was using CLI also, this is a .NET, and this is CLI. CLI I'm going to use it. This is what, once you download this package, you will get this one. So I extract it to make it things easier, okay? See, this is a pattern. So I got this also here. So code also you got it, scanner also you got it. Now remember what to do. So scanner you need to run on the source code. What will happen? Scanner will go read the rules, download the rules in local, apply the rules on the code, report generated over the good code, bad code, and stored in the database. From there you can see the historical data. Who, what, when, how, why, and all. Are you understanding, all of you? Hello, guys, are you there?
Yeah, Rajesh, getting your point.
Okay. So now what to do? I'm going to run the scanner. Where's my scanner? So scanner, you can set in the path, but this is your scanner in a command line. Okay, Windows. So copy this one in the notepad, and the scanner, copy the file, and here. So typically if you set this one in the path, then only you can run this one, but I have not set it up, so I'm running full. And go to the code. Where is the code? So code is somewhere here, and this is the code. Okay, and cmd, and run this. That's all. So running the scanner on the source code. Enter. Now whatever I explained it to you, it will happen. But there is an error actually. What is error? So let's troubleshoot. So here it says that error. If I read this, it says, hey, failed to connect localhost 9000. So you must remember that SonarQube server, I'm not running the local host. I'm running somewhere else. Look at the architecture. It's a different machine, and this is my local machines. So I need to tell scanner, hey scanner, your server is somewhere else. So where can I do that? So you have to modify the configuration file for scanner. Let me do that. So tools, scanner, here. Sorry, not this. I'm using this one, right? And there's one conf directory, and here it is. So this is the pattern. Okay, always remember this is the pattern. I'll tell you. So mind it. Sonar-scanner.property. That's a file name. So this file name will be for scanner property. The code property, you will have a sonar. Let me show you. A code property, you have a sonar-project, and the server property file, you will have it sonar.property. See here. Remember this pattern. So if you want to configure sonar server, this file, scanner, sonar-scanner, and project, if sonar-project. So this file I have to modify, uncomment, and the address of SonarQube, which is here, and paste it. Correct this. Done. Okay, done. And then rerun the scanner on the source code. So now what will happen? Same thing. Scanner will read the code, Java, download the rules from server, apply on the source code, generate the reports, upload to the SonarQube database, and from there we can see that. So if you look at this, what is the username and what is the project name? I put it up. So project name is NokiaX. Okay, so this is the project name I should see. So scanning is happening. It's just a 2 code. It will take little less time. More code, it will take more time. So now it's done. Now if you see that on the SonarQube side, see Dhruv has come. Why Dhruv? So Dhruv has come. Okay, Dhruv has come, not Nokia X. Why? So let me check that. Go to this code, and here I'm checking the file. So you see that name is Dhruv. Okay, and key is Ishru. So that is the reason it has come. The GitHub is not changed, but in the local I have changed it. So that's a projects. Click refresh, few seconds it will take. Now you see you have a problem in this project. So how many problems you have? 3 issues you have. Which type of problem? Maintainability. In this best coding practices has not been followed. Do you have any issues with the reliability? Security? None. Duplicate code? 48%. Coverage, which is test coverage, which is not covered in this project. Dhruv. Click on it. Now this is the overall status of the code. Out of only 3 issues is there. What are the issues for this? So these are the 3 issues we have. Okay, so there's a one issues on this Java file, another issues in this Java file, and another issues here in the same Java file. Now the question is when this code was introduced. So this code was written 7 years back because they read your GitHub and all. Types of issue, code smell, it's a minor issues. How much time it will take to fix that? 10 minutes. Click on this. So why, where is an issue? So this line you have issues. Why this issue is an issue? So complete logic. How can you fix it? Here it is. And how many times you have scanned? Only one time. Who's the person who committed a code? Rajesh. What time? Here it is. And more information. So you got to know my code. We have 3 issues, very small issues. Who made it? What time made it? How much time it will take? Why these issues and issues? How to fix it and everything. Are you understanding how the SonarQube is reviewing the code? All of you?
Yeah.
All of you?
uh,
Yeah. Okay. So now this is the list of projects. You may have a multiple projects here. So this you can have a great filters available. The more you time you spend on the website, you will find it. Now total issues for all the projects, here you have it. Project specific issues, here you can click and click on this double here, not here. So this issue is for everyone, all the project. This issue is for this project only. Now remember that here, if you look at the architecture, all the rules are there. Where? On the SonarQube server. So where is the rules? Here it is. See that. So many rules are there. If you look at this, these are the rules. The rules are nothing but a code. How many total rules I am having? 3000 plus. And you see these other programming rules, different rules. Though I have used the Java only. So Java we have a 646 rules. PHP have a 253 rules for writing a good code. These are the rules. You can study these rules also to become a good programmer. Why this is an issue, how can I fix it, more information and so on stuff like that. Okay, so here you can filter all the rules, but you know what, here you have a 646 rules for Java, but not all these has run. It has run minimum. How to decide which one will run, I'll come back in 5 minutes. So now I want to have more rules. What to do? I want to have, let's say, more rule for Java. What to do? So go to the administration section, and here marketplace, and here you have plugins. So if you want more rules, you can install the more rules. Actually, let me search for rules. Open source rule, I'm installing it. So if I see that, if you see that I have search for rules, And here Findbug rules are there, IBM rules are there. Check style bugs. Let me check style. I think it's earlier it was there check style. It has been removed actually. So I can install another way also, but just for style I find it removed. No problem. So Findbugs we can install, which is Java based again. It's a free also. So I installed it. You require to restart server, web restart. Just wait for a few seconds. Refresh. Just wait for it. Refresh. Done. Now here username is admin123. Remember that earlier, if you see in the Java area, we had uh, 600 rules or something. Now you see 1.6k rules. So you want to search for all the findbugs rules. So go to the repository and you see findbugs rules. These are the rules got installed for the Java. So same way you can install more rules also if you want it. So these are the rules. It's a collections of all rules. You'll find it 4213. So you will find it. But you know what? Not all these rules are running for your projects. Yes. So which rules are running? So that will be decided by quality profile. So what is quality profile? So quality profile are collections of rules to apply during analysis. Then we'll say, Rajesh, you did not earlier created a quality profile which has a rules which applied on the source code. So you did not create. So how come you run the analysis? So you know what has happened? SonarQube has created one quality profile for each project. Okay. So you see per language, each project per language. So Sonarway for language like C Sharp, CSS, CloudFormation, Docker, built-in default. So if you do not select any quality profiles, by default it will used. So now if you see that built-in default, and this I used 9 minutes ago. This I installed it through plugins. So this is a one which I used it. Default it was for Java projects. Let's say for the PHP, here you have this one. I never used it. You have to run on the source code. So this is the way you have a things. So now you'll say, Rajesh, I want to create my own profile for my own projects. How do we do that? So create your own profile. You want to extend or copy? No, I want to create blank. And what is the language? So Java, I have a Java source code for demo now. So Java, and the name of the quality profile, I'll give it DevOps school. Okay. Now if you see that active rules, how many? 0. So you have inactive 1 point dot dot dot. So you want to activate in this profile. So you can do one by one. Do you want this one? Yes. Senior programmer will decide. Do you want this one? Yes. Do you want this one? Yes, but right now I don't have any patience, so I'll do the bulk changes, activating everything. So I applied lots of rules blindly. It's not good practice though, but I did this. And now I modify and created one quality profile here, DevOps school. But project is not assigned, so I have to go and assign the project somewhere here, all through. So now this DevOps school, the code will be, the quality profile will be assigned to through. Now refresh and run the scanner. So for these projects, now the new profile will run, which has a more than 1200 rules and running the scanning the code. See here, quality profile for Java has been used, DevOps school, and they will analyze. So remember that this time I'm running 2400 things. So there's some failure also. Now what is a failure? So the scanning has been completed. You can see that scanning is completed, but there's one problem. The sum of the find bugs related value is missing in the code, so they are not able to run. See, cannot execute find bugs. So this project you do not have a find bugs related setup, so that's the reason you have it. So what I'll do, I'll create one more profile now, and this is Rajesh, and go for Java, and this time I'll not include the find bugs. So same thing I'm doing. I will go and activate only the rules which is for Sonar Java, and bulk in changes done. So I did not add the this time that one, what do you say, um, find bugs, because the setup is not there for find bugs. So now quality profile in Java, this is Rajesh, assign the projects now to this one. Okay, so now done. I'll make sure that that profile is not been taken. So Rajesh, okay, project has not been applied actually. That's what I was just wondering. Here is done, but I have to remove that one actually from here. So change projects. I remove this. Done. Quality profile. Refresh. And now I'll go for Java, zero projects, Rajesh. Now I'll attach here. Done. Now run this. Scan it one more time. This time only the 646 rule will run, which is a part of Rajesh quality profile. And see here, quality profile is Rajesh. Done. Okay, let's check it out now. So go to your projects, Dhruv, and refresh. Now see, 35 issues has come, because the more rules you run, more checks will happen and more issues will come. Issues may some of the false flag also, but these are the number of issues you have. See, 35 issues. And again, same thing. So quality profile is a way to customize your runs. Now next one is quality gates. What is quality gates? So let me put it in this way, very simple way. Let's say your leads are tired of you giving a instruction saying that, hey guys, write a good code, but you are not listening. So what do we do? So in that case, to enforce developer, hey, as long as you are not writing the code with certain conditions, certain standard, I'm not going to take it up that further build and release purpose, testing and release purpose. So how can you set, instead of sending a reminder every day through emails or meetings, how can we enforce that person to, focus on the quality? Something like you set a condition saying that I will not take this code for the next phase of the HTLC until you fulfill this criteria. How do we do that? So that is where we have a quality gate. So quality gate is a way to assess that whether this code is for build and testing purpose or not. So if you see that here, there is one sign which is called past. What is the meaning of past? Past means the quality gate which we have a default which got passed actually. So this has a very relaxed one. That's the reason it got passed. But I'm going to create my own actually. So let me create my own. Name of the gate, I'll keep it a DevOps school and create. Now in this, you have a few conditions taken by default. I'm going to unlock and add a few more from my side. For example, code smell, do you have it? No. So I'm not going to tolerate the code smell more than 5 or something. Okay, so code smell, duplicate code, duplicate line. Oh, it's not detecting on new code. Code smell. On new code, code smell more than one. And new condition, duplicate lines. It's not taking. Duplicate lines is already there, so that's the reason. Yeah, let me add this one. Okay, so now one thing also, let me check a few more conditions. I'm going to set it up. So here, duplicate lines, maintainability issues, which is code smell and all. So these are the way you can check it out. Let me add one overall code. Uh, issue greater than 5. I'm not going to take it up. Done. So likewise, you have done all this stuff. Now which projects? So through projects. Done. So now I'm going to run it. I put the little bit more strict rule actually. Run this code again, scan. Done. Now let me go and refresh this, and still passed. How come? It should fail actually, but quality gate got passed. Why? Maybe some of the rules. Let me check. So maybe some of the rules on the new code that, so I have to edit this. Unlock editing, overall code. This should fail actually. New code, duplicate rule, security hotspots, coverage 10%, no 0% because I have duplicate lines 1%, code smell is great. So this is on new code, okay? And overall code, this one, let me add one more overall code and open issues 1. I'm trying to fail this out. Okay, so blindly running the adding the conditions, so it should fail. I want to show you the failed one. Done. Let's see. The the problem is I'm not modifying the code. See, it's got failed now. So failed. Why it got failed? Because you said you will not accept the issues more than 5, but you have 35 issues. This is one of the reason got failed. But if you modify the code, because I have added lots of checks on the new code, not on existing code. So new code or overall code. So this is something which you have it. So guys, did you understand that, all of you, about the quality gates? All of you?
To an extent, yes.
Yeah. Now under the administration section, here you have a marketplace where you can install and add more features using plugins to SonarQube. This is a read-only information about your entire SonarQube setup. Okay, you can modify the property file sonar.properties in server to change this. These are the list of projects which you have. You can do some actions like edit permission and stuff like that. Here you can create a user. Okay, you can create a more user. Let's say login name Raju, Raju, Raju at the rate of Raju.com, Raju123, and create just like that. And here you can create a group which has a multiple users, and here you can assign the permission to the group or user both. So Raju I have created, you can assign a permission, 3-level permission. Okay, and group also will come here. So guys, this is a Sonar Cube which will help you to manage your quality. Which quality? So code quality and test quality, out of which in this session we covered the code quality. All of you understood now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what we need to do, you need to first thing, you need to set up your server. Okay. Second thing, get your code just like this. Okay. PHP, Java code, whatever it is, create this property file and download it somewhere and run the scanner on the source code. That's all you have to do. All the reports you'll get it at SonarQube, which you have to study and fix that issues. For example, one issues has come, this one. Why? Where is an issue? This code has to be modified. Why? This is how you have to do that to change the code, and so on. So likewise, you'll have to keep working on it and get get done. Okay, so this is SonarQube. Next tool which I'm going to teach you, which is Maven. Okay,
Hi Rajesh, I have one question. Can we send
yeah.
the report to the any respective team or something?
So this feature is not there in the community edition, but in paid edition. Let me show you. So SonarQube download. So if you compare this, if you have a enterprise edition, which is a little costlier, here you have a report, so you can send that report to the management also. See here, complete reporting feature is paid actually. Got it? But I
Yeah,
am using right now open source, which has no options for that.
got it. Thank you.
More questions, guys? Okay, so let's have a 15 minutes of break, and after that, once we come back, I'll teach you Maven, another build tool for Java. Okay, see you guys. Bye.
Rajesh,